Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Jason Pizzino on the Crypto Byte channel. Thanks for joining me again. Here is our homepage. You know where to subscribe, just over there to the left on the homepage or down below the video. Click that subscribe and the bell, you get the notifications. You know the deal by now. Let's get on with the video and start with the cryptocurrency market capitalizations, sitting at 469 billion. From yesterday's video, we're up nearly 20 billion, and it looks like a lot of that is in the Ripple factor. The rest of the market's just going on a little bit of a drop off, tiny bit of a sell off. Looks like we're down about 1% overall, some less, some a tad more. That's where we're currently sitting. So Bitcoin's at the 11,500 mark. We're still trying to push above that. Let's have a quick look at that before I get into the article today. It's holding that trend line. This is the logarithmic chart. As you can see here, let's do just a couple of quick drawings. That's the area we're looking at here. The pink line, this one here, this one that I'm moving around, that is the resistance. We didn't quite make it the first time. If you change this to a linear scale, you can see we've passed it. But looking at it on logarithmic, it looks like this is what we are trading against more or less most of the time. You know, like we see the support and resistance come out on the log scales pretty solidly compared to the linear. So we probably will see this break. I think it will go to the 50% of around 13,000. Right now we're sitting dead on that 61.8. This is my fib. If I quickly show you with an arrow, it's my fib here, looking from the top to the bottom. I don't know if that's going to draw. Let's try it again. Got the arrow, and we're just going from the top here to the bottom. That's the fib range that I'm looking at right there, and the 61% comes out at around that 11,300. You can see we tried it once, tried it again. It didn't retrace very far, didn't retrace too deep, so I like to look at that as some strength. That's why I think we might hit 13. If we push above that, then we've got an area just above the 13, around, you know, sort of 15 area. You can see here that 14-ish, high 14s, 15 is where it had some resistance previously before that fall. So we've got quite a few areas to push through until we get back to those highs. And it's not such a bad place to be buying if you think this is going to break the all-time highs. I'm not too concerned if it hits 13 and 15 and I didn't get more at this 11.5, because I think it'll have a retest of some of these lower levels. This isn't just a straight breakout. It's got to do a lot of backwards and forwards to really feel whether it's strong. You know, it's like warming up for a battle. And it's not just going to jump straight into the ring before it's tested itself out with all of its different uppercuts and, you know, any other boxing terms you want to throw in there. If you like MMA, you know, you've got to test its kicks and grapples and all the rest of it before it's going to take off and just jump in the ring. That's the way I look at it. And I would like to think that other people are also getting a little bit smarter with their trading and just not calling out moon every couple of seconds, because it doesn't work like that. So let's jump across to the article, and we're looking at Amazon and cryptocurrencies. They're talking here that they had a poll. Amazon, or at least Amazon, hired another company, which we'll see in the article. They hired a company to just test to see whether their customers would like to see Amazon have its own cryptocurrency. Overwhelmingly, they said yes. Now we don't know who they tested, you know, who they polled. Basically, it was Lend EDU. And we don't know who they polled. We don't know what the people are like. So there's a few things left out in the article. I think it's just one of those articles that's trying to be pro crypto. Obviously, it's coming from Cointelegraph, and we all want to see crypto go up. But I think it's important to also look a little bit deeper into what this news article is telling us, rather than just saying, awesome, you know, Amazon crypto equals moon. Like, there's a bit more to it. A couple of notes I made from the article is, what is the point? So what is the point of Amazon having its own crypto? Like, that's great to know that it would have its own crypto, but what is the point? Is there going to be an incentive for the user of Amazon to actually use the crypto rather than just your traditional fiat currency? Or why wouldn't they just implement blockchain? Why wouldn't they just implement Bitcoin or Litecoin, or, you know, any of the others up there, Ethereum, Dash, those sorts of things? Why does it have to be an Amazon coin? That'll come out in good time. They're a big company. They'd obviously figure out something to make it work. The other couple of things that were interesting here is that people would trust Amazon more than the banks. So we just read down here, this is where I'm reading from. Then he also asked the same respondents that they would use a bank account created by Amazon as their primary account. 44.5% said yes. Or if they would use an Amazon savings account. Nearly 50% said they would. So people, I think that's really, really interesting. Sure, there aren't that many people in this survey. Possibly when they put the survey out, they asked people if they had heard of crypto. I think that might be some of it, because how would you get a survey back where people are saying they would love to see Amazon have a crypto and they would use it? Like, if we're saying, so let's play devil's advocate, if we're saying that only 1%, 2%, I don't even think 3% of the world's population are using crypto. Let's just say 2%, not 1, not 3, let's say 2. Let's say 2% of the population are using crypto, and then we go and put a survey out to some customers of Amazon and ask them, would you use a crypto from Amazon? And nearly 50-60% of them said that they would. Prime users that answered yes. That seems a bit strange to me. I think when they were looking for respondents for this survey, these people had some idea about crypto. So then when they went on and asked them about a service, would they use Amazon if Amazon had its own savings account, nearly, basically 50% of them, 1 in 2 people said they would. I think these people already have a bias towards the banking system. Like they don't like the banking system. Hey, I'm all for that too. I think there's much better ways than the current system we've got. I think it's pretty much down that corrupt path already, and there's no turning back. I've got nothing against that whatsoever. I'm just talking about the legitimacy. I'll get that word out. I'm talking about the respondents and the quiz that LendEDU sent out. So that is how I like to look at these articles and how I like to question them, just so that I'm developing a well-rounded picture of this. What I'm saying to you guys is, how would you look at this article? Would you just look at it and then piece together Amazon and crypto and call it moon, or would you dig this deep into it? Am I looking too far into it? Am I giving you something else to think about? Let me know in the comments down below. That's the article. That's the show for today. Amazon Pulse shows people want an Amazon cryptocurrency, and Starbucks is also down there as well. Let me know what you think. Have I thought too much into this, or have I given you something else to think about when you are doing your fundamental research? Love to hear from you. Comments down below. Also hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like this video. Remember, you can always share these videos around with any of your mates that are looking into cryptos, and get them to subscribe down below as well. I'll see you at the next video. Thanks again for joining me, Jason Pizzino, on the Crypto Byte channel. Stay tuned for more. See you at the next one.